All right. Welcome, Christian brothers, to another edition of the Godly Man channel. My name is Fred, and I just welcome you to this channel. Feel free to subscribe, whatever. But the thing is, as you can tell, this is no frills at all. I don't have professional video equipment or fancy music or a fancy logo or whatever to go with all this, but I just want to talk about substantive things about being a godly man. So today I want to talk about boundaries. What do I mean by boundaries? I mean lines you should not cross as a Christian man. I get to thinking, there's instances it'd be good if we as Christian men had some spiritual shock collars, you know what I mean? You know, the kind of dogs wear, and once they get close to a boundary, all of a sudden, you know, something happens. He hears a sound or something because there's that sound, and all of a sudden, if he crosses the line, boop, he gets zapped. And the goal is that he learns where the lines are, and he'll never cross because there's always going to be a little zap. So, it's trial by electricity, but I think it works for dogs. And let's face it, sometimes we are dogs. At least I was, still am if I want to be, if I allow my flesh to take over. I can be a dog, but I don't want to be. I want to be a godly man, and so, in the past I've had terrible boundaries that got me in a lot of trouble. I'll say it, some 30 years ago now, I had some illicit relationships with other women besides my wife. It led to adultery, devastation, bad stuff. But I've been given a second chance. I've been remarried now 14 years, and I have learned a lot from being stupid. So, the whole deal is boundaries is you don't want to ever be alone with another woman besides your wife, unless she's your sister, your mom, or your cousin or something. But, you know, the truth is, if you're alone with them, there's always that possibility that things can get at least emotionally intimate. You may say, oh, that's stupid, that's crazy, it'll never happen to me. I used to think that too. But I've seen a lot of instances where that's where it starts. It starts with innocent whatever, because you know what? You never know where that other woman is at. You don't know what her marriage is like. And if, you know, you start flattering her, that's so subtle. It's like, oh, you really look nice in that dress. Oh, I really like your hair like that. You know what? It seems innocent, but if that woman is not experiencing a good relationship with her husband, her husband's not giving her compliments, that could be taken as like, oh, I like that. I want to hear more. So the next time she's thinking, I'm going to put this dress on and see if he likes that dress. I'm going to wear my hair this way, see if he likes my hair that way. There's this thing happens, and it happens amongst Christian people. It does. It's crazy. So I first of all, stay away from that. Don't compliment another woman. Unless it's your sister, your mom, blah, blah, blah. Don't do it, because you don't know where they're at. Now, if they are in a good relationship with their husband, and they're a godly woman, and, you know, things are good, if you say something like that, they're just going to go, thank you, and they're going to be thinking, dude's creepy. Dude needs to go compliment his own wife, you know, just leave me alone. And so there's, either way you lose. So just don't do it. Don't do it. So even with that, it's like, so don't go further and, you know, you start making friends with another woman that's not your wife. You know, whether you're in ministry together or whatever, that's where it really gets tough. You're in ministry with somebody, and that woman's in there, and, you know, there's some dynamic going on where you start flirting or whatever. It's like, it's no good. It's just a recipe for disaster. So don't even allow yourself to be alone with another woman. If you find that situation, you gotta bail. If a woman comes up to you and starts talking to you, you know, and just talking to you, and that gets crazy too. It's like, excuse me, I gotta go. I had a good friend, counselor, marriage mentor, tell me that he would rather come off as aloof or rude rather than allow anything to look like there's something going on. And it could be innocent, but I'm telling you, people watch, and they're like, that's not good, that's not good. Okay, so even talking to them is one thing. A really not a good thing, or even worse, I'd say, and you're thinking, really, is don't pray with another woman one-on-one. You know, you just don't do that. Prayer is a spiritual intimacy that maybe they're not experiencing that at all with their husband, and that could be very attractive to someone who really needs a spiritual leader or something. And it's like, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. So you set up these boundaries. You just say, okay, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. You're not going to promote the appearance of evil, and people won't start talking and say, you know. So I am hypersensitive about it because I failed. All right, I failed, and there's no way around it. And it was stupid. I look back and I think, what was going on? But that's another story. So bottom line is, my Christian brothers, boundaries. Get the spiritual shock collar and get close to God, stay close to God. So when you get close to those boundaries, you get a feeling like, I can't do that. I can't do it. Otherwise, you're gonna get burned, and it's a bad deal. So boundaries. Keep good boundaries. See you next time.